We spend our entire lives chasing wealth, believing that more money, bigger houses, and expensive possessions will make us truly rich. But what if everything we think could just be incorrect? We often forgot to ask a simple question: how happy we are. The success, richness, and the wealth really bought the real happiness in our life? Today's story is about a wealthy father who wanted to teach his son about their wealth by showing him poverty. But by the end of their journey, it was the father who learned the greatest lesson of all. Once upon a time, in a town filled with wealth and prosperity, there lived a very rich man. He had a big house with many rooms. He had servants who cooked his food and cleaned his home. He had big chariots, several acres of land, beautiful garden, and big house with all kinds of comforts. This rich man had a young son whom he loved very much, but the father was worried. His son had everything he wanted. The boy had never seen how other people lived. The father thought, "My son should learn about life. He should know how blessed we are." So one morning, the rich man said to his son, "Come, son, we are going on a special trip. I want to show you something important." They traveled far from the city. They passed through green fields and small villages, sitting in their chariot. Finally, they reached a small village with only a couple of houses. The houses were small and made of mud and bricks. The families who lived there were very poor, but they welcomed the visitors with warm smiles. The farmer and his wife said, "You might be traveling from afar. You can stay with us. Our home is small, but our hearts are big. We can't give the comforts as like in the town, but we try to make you feel comfortable with what we have." For 2 whole days, the rich man and his son lived with this poor family. They ate simple food cooked on a wood fire. They slept on thin mattresses on the floor. They helped feed the animals and water the plants. The poor family had 4 dogs who played happily in the yard. At night, there was no lights, but the whole family would sit outside and look at the beautiful stars twinkling in the dark sky. A small stream flowed behind their house, making gentle music as it ran over the stones. The family shared their food with love. They told stories and laughed together. The children played simple games with sticks and stones. Everyone helped each other with the daily work. When it was time to go home, the rich man felt proud. He thought his plan had worked well. As they drove back to their big city house, he asked his son, "So, my boy, how was our trip? What did you learn from staying with this poor family?" The son looked thoughtful. Then he smiled and said, "Oh, Papa, I learned so much. Thank you for this wonderful trip." The father nodded happily. "Good, good. Now you can see how poor they are. You can be grateful for all that we have." But the son surprised his father with his next words. "Papa, I saw that we have many servants who work for us, but that family serves others with joy. We have 1 pet dog, but they have 4 dogs who love them. We have fancy lights in our garden, but they have thousands of stars lighting up their nights. The father listened with growing amazement as his son continued. "We buy our food from shops, Papa, but they grow their own fresh vegetables and fruits. We have a big swimming pool in our garden, but they have a beautiful stream that flows forever. We have high walls around our house to keep us safe, but they have loving friends and neighbors who protect them." The son paused and looked at his father with bright eyes. "Papa, thank you so much for showing me how poor we really are." The rich man sat in silence. His son had learned something, but not what the father had expected. The boy had discovered that real wealth is not about money or big houses or expensive things. Real wealth is about love, friendship, and a good bondings with people and nature surrounding us. It is about being content with what you have and sharing it with joy. From that day forward, the rich man and his son began to live a simple life. They started helping their neighbors. They spent time enjoying simple pleasures like watching sunsets and listening to birds sing. They learned that the richest people are those who have love in their hearts and friends by their side. It's true that wealth is one of the most important aspects of life. We can't live without money, house, job, or business. But we shouldn't forget other important aspects of life: love, relationships, family, peace, kindness, compassion, passion, and happiness. True rich is the one who equally treats all aspects of life, while the whole world is behind making money, buying properties, and increasing the wealth. We often mistake that true wealth is always be counted by money. But we often forget it lives in our relationships, our kindness, and our ability to find joy in life's simple blessings. Look around your life today. Do you have people who love you? Then you are the richest of all. The poor family in this story was rich in all the ways that truly matter. They had strong relationships, found joy in simple moments, lived in harmony with nature, and opened their hearts to strangers. While on the other hand, the rich man, despite all his possessions, was actually poor in the most important aspects of life. His wealth had built walls between him and people around. True wealth means appreciating what you have, building meaningful relationships, finding contentment in simplicity, and sharing your blessings with others. It means measuring your riches not by what you can buy, but by the love you give and receive, the peace you feel, and the joy you find in everyday moments. Don't wait until you have more money to be happy. Start being rich today by being grateful for what you already have, connecting deeply with the people around you, and finding wonder in life's simple pleasures. The real treasure is not what we own, but how we live and love. Now I want you to comment below. What makes you truly wealthy in life? Is it your family, your health, your friendships, or something else that money can't buy? If this story opened your eyes to a new perspective on wealth, please like and share this video so others can discover what real richness means. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories that will change how you see the world. Until next time, remember, you are already richer than you think. You just need to open your eyes to see it.